Welcome to our podcast. It's been named one of the very best in marketing research, and it's Research Business Daily Report, the industry's only daily research video blog. We're presented and made possible by the exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR, and we'd love your support. More about that later. I'm Bob Lederer, for more than 25 years, the respected voice in market research. Market research in the COVID-19 era is our 65th episode today. As to that video, the coronavirus is imposing hardships on many people in many different ways, and it's happening obviously worldwide. But Phase 5 Research EVP of Marketing, Stephan Sigaud, zeroes in on the small and mid-sized research firms, one of which his company happens to be, and he claims that they are in dire need of a marketing infusion. What can be done? Well, he starts by saying that marketers can craft marketing campaigns that will convince research clients that an external perspective on the insights function can play a critical role. And that's far from all. Stephan lays it out for RBDR. Go ahead, Steph.
Thank you, Bob. As you and I have discussed, marketing isn't typically a strength of market researchers, right? However, I believe that our industry needs a conversation about the role of marketing as market research firms come out of COVID, especially the small and mid-sized ones. The market research industry has managed to stay afloat during the pandemic thanks to basically two factors. On the corporate level, many companies needed customer input to make changes to their delivery models, especially on the digital front. And on the individual level, participation rates to surveys as well as qualitative research have actually increased, as many people found that participating in research was a way for them to stay connected with other humans. Sadly, for the research industry, as the economy and more businesses reopen, those two factors will change, which will promote new realities. Client companies, on the one hand, will be overwhelmed by operational demands. They'll relegate market research and consumer insights to the background. And then an age-old problem will reemerge, and MR firms will again have to convince clients of their value and usefulness, but even more than before. Finally, people, having returned to work, will have less time and feel less of a void in their lives. So they'll also return to being less inclined to participate in research. In that scenario, MR firms will need to offer participants much better engagement models. We think those should include, in particular, better consumer communications about why it's important that they engage with research. This could involve PR, but also advocacy programs and better invitations, better incentives for harder to reach research audiences, better study design and deployment, ensuring shorter and more fun and interactive studies, better post-research communications to show respondents the results of their participating in research. So, especially for small and mid-sized MR firms, I see marketing as an even more critical function than before. MR firms can, in fact, and should differentiate themselves. An unprecedented opportunity for professional marketers. Marketers will be needed to help their research colleagues create agile and cost-effective solutions to help brands adapt to whatever the new normal will be. They'll need to also help design faster innovation and experience research products and approaches, and craft communications to position MR firms to client as pivot helpers, as I call them. Marketers will also need to craft marketing campaigns to convince clients that an external perspective on the insights function is critical. And this will be essential to counter the growing trend to insourcing research from budget pressures in a slower economy and increased availability as well of inexpensive DIY solutions. In conclusion, we believe that for MR firms to invest in the marketing function is a matter of survival.
Hey, have you given thought to your point of view that you might want to share with RBDR for this video series? There's no arguing that if you do share with us, it certainly does help us, and it'll improve the quality of our RBDR series. But your video commentary done in conjunction with us will help you in spades. serving as a free promotion tool for you and your business, and that's just one of your personal benefits. So please email your ideas and feelings to rflbob@gmail.com. That wraps up today's Research Business Daily Report. We hope you make it a habit to watch RBDR, but if you can only watch us on an occasional basis or a semi-regular basis, well, thank you for that as well. And if you find that in watching RBDR that it is time well spent, please recommend any one of our videos to friends and peers. And we hope you'll also consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter. And you can do that by visiting patreon.com/RBDR. So have a great research day, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here with us tomorrow.